y'all, it's Arwen of Tarot by Arwen, and I'm doing another video today because this is my Witchyversity or Witchyversity homework. We were asked to study dark magic and to kind of explore outside of our comfort range for some of us. And I know I've been practicing Wicca for a while, so the idea of dark magic versus light magic is something I've done a lot. I've struggled with it in my earlier days, and now I'm pretty comfortable with what's what. For me, there's no light without dark. You must have balance. Some people say that makes me a poor Wiccan. Well, you're not in my hula hoop, so y'all go on and have some fun then. Bye-bye. But I wanted to discuss a few dark magic things. Hexing and binding. And hexing and binding are not the same thing. Hexing is wishing somebody harm. Hexing is doing work for somebody to hurt themselves, break their leg, have their well go out, have their cows stop giving milk. You know, all the things you traditionally... I don't know why I'm doing a lot of air quotes today. We'll just air quote the whole video and just assume it's all air quoted. But what we could consider traditional black magic or evil witch kind of things. And what women were often accused of back in the day in order to do a couple of things. One was to take away their power, and another was to get their land and property. Women who owned property and who were successful were very threatening to men at times. And so, particularly in the Puritan times, and that's what we're talking about here. So that's a lot of where the idea of, she hexed my cows, it won't give milk. Right. But, you know, and we know people died because of it. So it's not, I guess it's a lot more serious when you consider the fact that you could say, you could blame somebody for something. Whoa, bright light from the sun. Thanks, I just think I got blinded. Okay, that's enough, sun. Stop messing with me. But, you know, and you think about it in today's day and age, and we have a version of witch hunt now. We have the ability to say something negative about somebody and have everybody else dogpile on them. You know, like, Arwen's a petty tyrant, or Arwen runs a regime. That kind of silly nonsense. Would that it were true. My goodness, if I had a regime that I ran, I might get a cool uniform with braids and epaulets and a hat. Ooh, and a driver. Really cute driver. So, you know, that's kind of the idea of hexing. Speaking bad of somebody, intentionally wishing them harm, beating feathers out of the sky as they come flying at you. I've been doing some unpacking, so I've had some little things come with it. Binding's different. Binding is, you're getting very involved when you bind. You can bind for health. You can bind, again, for bad luck. You can bind against harm. And you can bind that harm finds them. I'm real careful with that. That's not something you'll find me doing. I have, in the past, participated in a binding spell. A very dear friend of mine was being harassed by known members of the Ku Klux Klan. And we put a binding on these men. We knew who they were. They were in a town in Michigan. We knew who they were. And this was, gosh, back in the 80s. So we did the work. And part of the work, when we bind these people, when I bind somebody, don't hurt my dog. I bind you to never hurt my animals, to treat them with respect, to treat them with love. I'm binding myself to the same thing. I'm binding myself to treat my own animals that way and to treat these people's animals that way. So you get yourself connected. You get yourself intertwined that way. You want to be really careful, because are you binding yourself, you know, with things you don't need to bind yourself with? So that's my kind of mini lecture on hexing and binding from my perspective. I am Wiccan. That's my path. And it's probably flowed a little down the way, but I still call myself a Wiccan, and that is when I cast Circle. That's how I cast Circle. Now, something I wrote with a friend back in 2001, so 14 years ago. We were, I don't even remember why we did this, but we thought we were extremely funny, and it's all over the internet, y'all. It's everywhere. So I wanted to read it to you because it's a charge of the goddess, but it's a dark charge in a way. It's called Charge of the Beeotch by Arwen Nightstar, moi, and Gwen Wolfrose. Listen to the words of the great Beeotch, she who of old is known as Arwen, Inanna, Jazz, Griselda, Lena, Raven, Susie, and Wolfrose, and by many other names, some best left censored. Whenever you have need of anything once in the month, and better it be when it is not my moon time or any other time when I might be tired or already irritable, then shall you gather and adore me, who am queen of all bitches. There shall you gather, you who desire to learn the true art of bitchcraft, yet have not honed it to razor-sharp precision. To these I will teach the esotericism of true bitchiness, and you shall be free from fluff, and as a sign that you are truly free, you shall cite tradition, correct misconception, bad grammar, spelling errors, and demand proper capitalization and punctuation. For I am educated, and I can read above third grade level. Keep pure your highest ideal. Strive ever towards it. And if anyone tries to stop you, smack them hard upside the head. For mine is the determination to succeed and educate the ignorant. I am the queen mother bitch, who can give the gift of joy unto the heart of man or woman if you have not seriously ticked me off. On earth, I give the knowledge that to communicate effectively and honestly is no crime. And beyond death, I give peace from the fools who have annoyed you and freedom from those fools and reunion with other great bitches who have gone on before you. And actually, I do demand sacrifice, for behold, putting up with these twits wears on my nerves. I am the bitch of all living, and my ire is poured out upon the earth when I am grumpy. Hear ye the words of the star goddess, she under whose feet all stupid people are dust, whose body encircleth the universe, especially when she is floated. I, who am the bitch queen of the earth and the black mood amongst the stars, and the mystery of why idiots are not drowned in my waters, and the desire of my heart of man to avoid me when I get like this, I call into thy soul all ye who would be a bitches. Arise and come unto me, for I am the soul of the bitch, who giveth crap back to the universe. From me all things proceed, and unto me all things must return, and if they don't get here fast enough, I may hurt something. And before my face, which is bitchy and known to all gods and men, thine innermost bitch self shall be enfolded in the rapture of the infinite bitch. Let my worship be within the heart that tolerates no shit, for behold, all acts of bitchiness and honesty are my rituals, and therefore let there be bitching and strength, honesty and compassion, honor and humor, mirth and reverence within you. And thou who thinkest to seek for me, know thy seeking and yearning shall avail thee not, unless thou knowest the mystery, that if thou art stupid who seekest me, then thou shalt never find me. For behold, I have been with thee from the beginning, and I am that which is attained at the end of PMS. Copyright 2001, Arwen Nightstar and Gwen Wolfrose, all rights reserved, may be posted anywhere as long as this copy is included. So, I hope you enjoyed that. Humor, dark humor, but it was something that was a lot of fun for Gwen and I to back and forth. We're still friends, so I appreciate your stopping by and checking out my Witchyversity homework. Seek joy, y'all. Pass it on. Apparently the clicker did not understand the charge of the bitch. Turn it off, turn it on. I can hear y'all laughing at me.